And we've got a big thing that just popped up not too long ago, maybe 2 hours ago or so. Gina Carano is throwing some hands against Lucasfilm and Disney, and I'm here for the show.
Not only did she just like break the internet, she also gave everybody with the YouTube channel an excuse to make $1 million.
It's fantastic. Let's go.
So let's do it.
Clip it. I love it. No, good for her.
Great.
I genuinely hope that somebody with some skill with AI is going to animate a UFC fight with Gina versus the mouse.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
And just have the mouse just get pummeled. It'd be great. What are you making over there, Jude?
A vodka drink?
Oh.
The whiskey drink?
Need a vodka tonic drink.
All right. Do we want to read the whole thing?
Go for it.
We can. Okay. Gina Carano tweets, "Today is an important day for me. I am filing a lawsuit against Lucasfilm and Disney. After my 20 years of building a career from scratch and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Iger, Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter, terminating me from The Mandalorian." And this is quotes. This is this is their official press release.
I remember these.
I do remember, yeah. "Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable." Shut up. These people are ridiculous. Of course, she's going to defend herself. She deserves to. She didn't do anything wrong. It was her. I follow her on all her social media.
Sure.
Her posts are mild. Compared to some of the people that I follow, dude.
She makes perfect sense on every post she makes.
But she said, of course, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted on every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right-wing extremist. They love those words, don't they? It was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example out of me. I totally agree. I don't know. This is really long. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to bore everybody reading the whole thing, but go to her Twitter, repost, and read this for yourself. It's an amazing tweet.
So it boils down to what? Defamation and slander, right?
I'm assuming. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
And they probably cost her a lot of money in future work.
Well,
because, she went from making big-time Hollywood studio Marvel movies to, and don't take this the wrong way, okay? But she went from there to having to resort to
she was in She went from Deadpool to Star Wars,
a website movie
to Daily
Wire, which is fine. I'm not denigrating them, but you're not going to see Paul Newman back in the day go from you are old. Or whatever, I guess. Or you're not going to see Will Ferrell.
Paul Newman.
I'm done. But you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's weird.
You're going from a AAA studio down to an independent studio, more or less.
So Alex, I would like you to read what's up on the screen here because it gives a little bit of cool context to why she's dropping this lawsuit.
Right. A couple of months ago, Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X, formerly Twitter, for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Lucasfilm/Disney. Still, I did respond back, I think I qualify. And thousands of people agreed, yes.
So I remember that.
But I did not expect anything. To my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out, after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. Wow. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to Elon Musk and X for giving me the opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I would love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey of creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I work so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I'm grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way and look forward to clearing my name. Thank you all. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard.
So what's funny about
this
is that it's not just Gina who's suing Disney. It's Elon Musk.
Yep.
So yeah, because the big worry too is like they'll just drain your resources by just kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is like, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
And this comes out like, remember how Bob Iger tried to screw X over by pulling all the advertising, and Elon was like, go F yourself.
Yes.
And then the other day he was at this movie premiere with Nelson Peltz, who's trying to take over Disney right now, and they were talking to Elon. Elon's like, yeah, I'm just here with some friends thinking about companies to acquire.
That's so great.
It was like shooting the warning shot across the bow of Disney, and now this. So Elon Musk is really taking it to Disney.
This is great.
Elon Musk, in the words of the great Austin Powers, said, "Allow myself to introduce myself."
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He said, "Allow myself to introduce myself."
It's so nice to see things starting to balance out a little bit.
Yeah, there's got to be some pushback. These people are bullies.
Yeah.
They've been bullies since day one. Whenever the switch happened where they started blaming fans for things, that's when the bullying started, and they just keep freaking going at it. And nobody's big enough to check people like this.
The kid that's getting bullied just swung back. And you know what happens when that happens.
Yeah.
The bully is usually a little bitch and runs away.
That's exactly true.
And also like her social media posts that they were referencing as justification for her firing, they were so mild.
Oh yeah,
it was just, she was like retweeting like memes and stuff.
Every time somebody retweet the one about the Holocaust things that kind of started this whole thing, every single one of them took her out of context on purpose. Every single one.
Yeah, they attributed things. They basically put words in her mouth and then blamed her for them. And they were like, but I don't think that's why
she's going to make $1 billion off this.
We'll see. I mean, do they have that much money? They keep losing money on movies. So. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody's got to hold them accountable. I'm glad somebody is. That's great.
I really hope that they take it to Lucasfilm and as part of the settlement, get Kathleen Kennedy kicked out of there.
Oh, yeah.
My question here is this. Do you think, now, as an actor, and I know this isn't quite normal circumstances, but as an actor, if you get fired from a studio for whatever reason, and then you turn around and rightfully so sue that studio, does that encourage or discourage other studios to hire you on for bigger projects? Like she wants to get her career back to where it was, where she was working with AAA studios.
When you get to this point, you realize, I think you realize internally that your career is never going to be what it should have been.
Yeah.
It also depends on if you win the lawsuit or not.
That's also true.
If you lose the lawsuit, you're not going to get touched by another studio.
Because look at what happened to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Everybody fired him because of this Amber Heard thing. And then he wins, but I haven't seen him back. I mean, I know Disney came crawling back, asking him to do
he's been on a bender for a while.
I mean, they were
touring with his band, too.
Oh, yeah.
They were developing a series around her.
Around Gina Carano, yes.
Gina Carano's
and what's his name from Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd?
Kang the Conqueror.
No, that's something different.
Well, he got... Yeah, I think that was legit.
Yeah, that was legit. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you're developing, and also Ezra Miller, you're developing something around someone, and then they're in their personal life, it turns out some shit goes down. You're like,
right. But the difference between those two and Gina is Gina didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
She got canceled for having an opinion.
It was a smear campaign.
Yeah. And
what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say that there's so many actors sue the studios. It's usually about financial stuff. Like remember Scarlett Johansson suing Marvel over Black Widow royalties and stuff like that. So it's not unusual for actors to sue studios.
This one's a bit more public than that, though, don't you think? Like
every time
the Scarlett Johansson thing was huge news.
Every time an actress sues a studio, it's usually like fairly big news. But I mean, like it's just par for the course for Hollywood. It's like everyone sues everyone in Hollywood.
That's an interesting take. I didn't really think about that very often.
But I'm glad that Gina's finally doing something to retaliate.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny because like she would have never done this on her own, but because of Elon Musk, she's doing it.
Well, and I think she's also getting out there now. She's going to different conventions and everything.
And she's hugely popular.
And she's finding out that her line is the biggest one at every convention she goes to.
Yeah,
because she stands for something now, and that's why she has to do that. She's a symbol.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
So everybody uses it on their thumbnails when they're talking about Gina Carano, but the ones where she's got the "do not comply" thing with their fists and stuff. That picture's freaking dope.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm a huge fan of Gina Carano. I think she seems like a wonderful person. We know people who know her, and everybody swears that she's the nicest person in the world. Her lines are huge at conventions. She is a great talent. I love watching her movies. Haywire is one of my favorite movies that she's made. It's such a great movie. It's underrated. People don't talk about it enough. Yeah, good luck to Gina. I hope it works out. I hope Elon and his team just freaking crush these nerds.
And I hope she's not the only one. I hope they pick up some other cases.
It sounds like they went out and they just found everybody that could apply for this.
These people that got canceled for no reason and stuff, they have to fight back.
Yeah.
Roseanne should be in on that.
They're hunting down people the way that these people have been hunted down.
Yeah, I forgot about Roseanne. It was ABC, right? Which is a Disney company, and she got the whole thing got canceled because she was not lining up with what they wanted her to do.
Right?
No, they accused her of saying something racist against Susan Rice, who was a former Obama political person.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, silly.
Okay. Well, hashtag thanks to Elon. And shout out to the whole team and the legal team. Good luck. That's good. Good news.
More updates to come.
Yeah. No, I'm sure this is going to be top news for a while. It's good stuff. Hey, folks, if you like this video, be sure to watch this one next. And if you want to see the full episode of this podcast, click right here.